And my first time driving up to the Green Hill Golf Course, I was like, I'll see if I can cut through, you know? I'll just figure it out, go on vibes. Yeah. Absolutely not. Of course not. It's so funny that we have a municipally funded golf course, dude.
It is pretty silly.
It's like everyone involved is like, okay, just never talk about it. Never bring it up once.
No, truly.
There's like one budget line item every year, and the only person who's ever brought it up is Connie Luke.
This was a big argument that we were having during. Oh shit!
What you got?
That's a Worcester bean, dude.
Oh, you're growing the horticultural beans, dude?
Yep, I got 2 that just came up.
Nice. Those things are pretty big, or they get to be pretty big.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a frame up at some point.
Yeah.
And then this bed was abandoned because of this like invasive vine. So I've been trying to keep it out of my bed, and then I stuck an extra pepper in here, and I stuck a Worcester bean in there, and it's coming up.
Yeah.
Man, this can move fast.
What's this here? A little broccoli?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Broccoli Rob, dude.
Little broccoli Rob.
Is broccoli Rob is just broccoli that gets picked early, right?
It is, although they have now, selected breeding so that you can grow like broccoli Rob that's meant to be broccoli Rob.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's all it actually is.
Right.
So yeah, I psyched myself out the other day because I came up and I was like, man, my fucking potatoes are going crazy. Like I'm gonna have 100 pounds of potatoes in there. And then I watched the YouTube video that when it's really hot, the potatoes will grow a lot of green and not put much into the roots.
Oh.
Now I'm terrified.
Well, what I heard you got to do is you got to kind of like, once the root network sets, you got to like kind of get your finger in there and like break a lot of the roots.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of till it over. I heard if you kind of flip the whole thing.
Yeah. You kind of want to plant and this is for anybody that might be listening to this that's competing too. What you want to do is you want to kind of like, you know how in the new King Kong movie, there's like the upside down. Did you see that movie?
I have not seen
it works on the premise that underneath the Earth, which is flat, there is a polar sort of opposite upside down world where gravity is opposite. So that's kind of like what you want to do with the potatoes. You want to put the top in the bottom so that they sort of like, because you know potatoes grow from the top. They don't grow in the soil.
They hate the soil, as we've discussed.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to kind of do it like flowers. That's what a lot of people don't know.
I've heard a lot of people don't know that, and yeah, I really hope that anyone who's growing potatoes for the competition takes this secret advice. That it's definitely well-meaning.
It's definitely so well-meaning, dude. Dude, we haven't done an episode in person in quite some time.
Really haven't.
It's been a long winter.
Yeah, obviously.
A long, boring winter.
Everyone would say, it's it's beautiful spring. Get out there when it's 70 degrees and gorgeous. But we said no.
We said no. Let's wait till it's about 95.
Yep. 95, kind of humid. So,
hold on, I'm gonna go get my phone. It's in the car.
Okay, yeah. I'll be done by the time you get back. I just gotta water the Noes bed. Yeah, you know Matt and Gabby, right? The Noes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's their garden.
Are they competing?
They're not competitors. No, I would not fucking water their water. Their garden bed should work.
I was gonna say.
No, they're growing all non-competitive products. They've got corn and onions and put in these little like rocket shell packs to pole towers. are like handmade.
Oh yeah.
And they've got like shells and beads and stuff woven into them. And they're starting to paint all the rocks that are in there. Strawberry rock and a sky rock.
They're fucking... People are taking this serious, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I was driving, I was like, maybe I'll cut through the golf course. And I was just driving through that golf course, man, and I was thinking that Green Hill Park is such a fucking, like, enigma of a place. It's like... pristine.
Hey. How's it going? Speak of.
Yo, you're just talking about you guys.
Okay. Hello.
In a good way.
I watered for you, so...
So we didn't need to come up here.
Yeah, I was about to text you. Sorry.
Yeah, unless you texted us like half an hour ago, we were already on.
That's kind of what I figured.
We were like watching and waiting and hoping for it to actually storm a little, so we wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to storm tonight?
It was supposed to storm yesterday, and then it was supposed to storm today, and it just keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Day at a time.
I don't think it's gonna storm.
I don't think it is either.
I don't have a...
The damp is just gonna hang out. And
Oh, God.
Terrible.
The air is so wet.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, this is a very Kentucky summer here. I hate
Really?
it.
Yeah.
I hate it for a reason.
Fair enough.
You guys ever listen to that podcast, Trillbilly Workers Party? They're from Louisville. They're like two professors from Louisville or something. We're trying it out first time. Yeah.
you picked a heck of a day to.
Yeah.
That's what, we were just talking about that.
My AC
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Oh, so it doesn't. So it's honestly probably better outside than inside.
Dude, that hat's awesome. Luddite?
Yeah.
Dude, I want one of those.
Library Freedom Project. It's like this lefty pushing back against privacy violations in libraries group.
Yeah.
What is it still run by a woman about our age or maybe a little
Allison.
younger? Allison.
Yeah.
Yes. What's her last name?
Karina.
Yes. Yeah.
No, Allison's great.
I met her. We used to do some work together when I was at the ACLU.
Yeah. I was down in Philly I was like part of an education cohort with them this spring. We had like an in-person weekend in Philly. She had us like walking through the whole fucking city, smoking the whole way, just like showing us all the cool stuff.
Sick.
Yeah, Allison's very cool. But yeah, no, we were. I think we're both tied up in some way over the weekend, so it was like, yeah, let's go up to the garden, and then it was like, oh yeah, it's
It's nice
hot in
under
my
the
apartment
awning,
too.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was kind of like my
it's not
balcony
bad
is
right
like
here.
dead in the sun right now.
Yeah.
You have a nice balcony view, though.
You really do. Yeah, you guys should
We
come
have
up
the
and see the
whole-
place
the whole
sometime.
freaking- I know, I haven't
Not
been
right now
there
because
yet.
our air conditioning is not working properly.
Dude,
but-
that's... Oh, man, that's the worst.
That's
So that's why this was such an easy choice for you.
Yeah, it's hot in my apartment, so that was also why I was like, oh, I'll just wait in my car and try to guide Bill in. I'll just, I'll do this out of the kindness of my heart and not out of the 10 extra minutes of air conditioning.
I figured that when it got to like 4 o'clock and I got no text from you, I was like, all right, we're gonna quiet cancel today. And then I was like, oh shit, I can't be the weakling of the group.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we could have.
No, it's okay. We're doing it. We haven't recorded in a couple weeks.
I took it back until like 3 o'clock.
I fucking know.
let you all record,
Cool.
All right, man.
finish whatever we're doing over here.
All right. You know what I can be sure of without knowing anything about it? It either started or was aggravated on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
It has some Facebook had played into the story in some way. It had to have. And I say that because Chris, I broke my own number one rule.
What number one rule is that? Did you have a fight on Facebook?
Don't go on Facebook, and especially don't have a fight on Facebook. But you know who I got in a fight on Facebook with? Mo Bergman.
That's worth it.
And Mo Bergman was sniveling. He also doesn't know that, like, when you edit a comment, there's like a public record of that. You can, like, if you click on edited,
You can see the edits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read you. I don't want to get into the whole thing right now, but I do want to read the edits that Mo Bergman made on this zinger. Dude, I can't believe he's a public official. I cannot believe it. He is something else. But where is the record of... Oh, I gotta go to my chats, because I took a screenshot of my computer.
I had an opportunity to drive by, yell at him last week-ish, thereabouts. So I took it, obviously, while you're finding your thing there. Yeah, it was.
You gotta take it.
You gotta take it, man. It was right there in front of me. I was heading home. And I have to drive by. Friendly House, and the little cut-through street that Friendly House is on is the way home to my neighborhood, and the whole road was like full of people. It turned out it's because they were dedicating the street to Gordon Hargrove. It's the guy who's run Friendly House for a really long time.
Oh yeah.
But so all the mucky mucks were there, and there was Mo, asserting himself as a pedestrian, which was very interesting. He was one of the last people. I patiently waited for everyone to move out of the road because something was there was a bunch of people there, no problem. And Mo was kind of the last ones to do it. So I reminded him that he fucking sucks and went about my day.
It's good.
Yeah, you got to do these things.
You got to do these things. So Mo Bergman on this Facebook thread, which is about him gloating over the fact that he got a telegram write-up about his obviously unconstitutional and even ridiculous proposal, because Worcester doesn't directly provide any homelessness support. So they just have outreach workers that connect unhoused people to other service providers that provide the support. But he wants the city to be making sure that the people that we offer our services are from here.
One of my favorite arguments. People will know how much I fucking love this argument.
I think we've talked about it before. But I was like, great idea, Mo. How are you going to determine residency for people who, by definition, don't have a fixed address? And he just came back with, full culture war bullshit, dude. He sent the Telegram article about Ashley Spring getting booted from the school committee race, and was like, here, it explains it in the article. I didn't even fucking touch that one because it's not even close to an equivalent. But he was like, why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? And I was like, dude, I didn't call you because I don't respect you. Which leads us to this thrice edited comment. He said, "Law, not giving legal opinions to people who don't respect me. Why would you want an answer from someone you not respect? You're the wrong use of your having a confusing day, Bill." By the way, the answer is in the article. That's the Ashley Spring article about the Election Commission's ruling on, not on her being a resident, but on her being a resident for the year prior to Election Day that you need to be.
Her being a resident specific to the rules of running for public office.
Yeah.
Which are not the same rules for anything besides that.
And cue the George Russell voice. Well, they're out in public, so that kind of makes it a public office. We should just have the Election Commission rule on every single one. Where are you from? Leominster, Lancaster, Harvard? By the way, the answer is in the article. Maybe some of your blog readers, or Ashley herself, can explain it to you when your confusion clears. You see, you don't explain something when the confusion clears. Explaining something clears the confusion. He doesn't have a brain up there.
Not our best legal mind.
But anyway, so I kind of have to show you this, but I think I'll do a good job explaining it for listener. So it's broken up like a stanza, like verse poetry. And one of the lines is, "You're having a confusing day, Bill." The line after that in the original comment is, "By the way, the answer is in the article." That was yesterday at 2:25 p.m. Yesterday at 2:26 p.m. "You're having a confusing day, Bill." Still the wrong "you're." Maybe blogger's cramp. Anyway, the answer is in the article. Yesterday, 2:27 p.m. You're having a confusing day, Bill. Maybe, quote, blogger's block. Anyway, the answer is in the article. So that motherfucker has spent 2 minutes of his life fine-tuning the blogger's cramp diss. And he's a city councilor.
Yeah, and he's a city councilor. I have to say,
By the grace of 32 votes.
by the grace of 32
Something like that.
votes.
36, whatever it was.
This is something that I do, or did when I was more on Facebook. Not over something stupid like this, but I am that person who goes back and rereads and then is like,
You do edits?
oh, I definitely do
Dude.
edits. But I do them fully aware that edits
okay.
exist,
Okay.
or that they are a record that can be seen.
All right, so you're using the medium to your advantage.
Yeah, I think you could. I think that would be a fair
right.
assessment. Of
I don't think that Mo Bergman makes himself look better by editing this this joke about bloggers caught. Yeah,
bloggers.
yeah, I suffer from bloggers cock.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
That was-
that's what they call him. I think they call him that, bloggers cock Bergman. Yeah.
I've heard that Bloggerscock Bergman, Mo the Diaper Man Bergman. That was one for a while. I heard he got mail under that nom de guerre. But yeah, we love him.
That's all right. Well, we'll be laughing our asses all the way to Guantanamo when this is the thing that gets us fucking busted.
It's got to be something.
It's got to be something. It's got to be making fun of Mo bloggers cock Bergman for his Facebook antics. Greg Carlson had a good point when I was updating the Blue Sky community on what was happening on Facebook. He goes, "Why is it the second that people log on to Facebook, their brain just like incinerates? Like no one has ever like it's like it sucks the like thought right out of you." Like if Mo Bergman was a practicing attorney, I would be like, "How are you practicing?" But like we kind of know he's not. Probably allegedly in a video game, like in this, like if there were lawyers in The Sims. You know what I mean?
Every other attorney that has been on the city council, and there have been a number. I knew what they practiced. I knew people that had been represented by them, and there were indications that they did in fact practice law currently, and I haven't seen that from Mo.
There's a really good.
Maybe he's got lawyer's cock.
He's got lawyer's block. There's a really good.
Block.
So if anybody is curious to know what lawyers are up to, or police officers, or anyone, there's a couple really good search websites for all of the available public court records, and it's one of them is called Judy, Judy, and there's another one that's just called Court Watcher or something like that. I should put those in the description because they're very useful. They're projects that OSINT journalists have taken on, and you can search like the entire country. Well, because I don't know, I'm sure you've had to do it before, Chris, but the Massachusetts case lookup thing is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's not very good. I used to have back end access to it, and losing that was one of the greatest tragedies of my life.
So there is a big rock candy mountain of that website where like it works.
No, I mean it doesn't work well even when you have back end access, but you can actually find records in criminal court and things like that.
Yeah.
No, I would not say it functions well. There was this trick to it where so you had to search court by court. You had to search by like court region by court region. You had to search by the type of court that it was, like family, probate, criminal, whatever. But there was this trick that some intern figured out, where you did this like sequence of things, and it like broke. It was like a cheat code, and it let you search all of the court records at once.
Wow.
But you had to do it. It wasn't built to do that. You had to break it to get it to do it, and then it would do it.
You could search you could just get into the mainframe.
I could search Bill Shaner and find out if you had a case in probate and family, in housing court, in criminal court, in any court anywhere in Massachusetts.
That's a freaking dream.
Yeah, it was, and now it's gone.
This one time,
it is not better to have loved and lost.
I was looking into, and I ended up just not being able, I feel like emotionally, to write this story. But remember when the city busted up that encampment by Holy Cross on the bike path?
I do.
Yeah, in reporting that story, I figured out how to get every single day, every case in Worcester District Court. Like I got the search by day function to actually work. So I could skip. You had to go one day at a time, but you could actually see like everything that happened that day. And I think there's a reason why they make that information so hard to get, because it is it lays it bare how much of their time is occupied by poverty crimes.
Yep.
And how little violent crime goes through that. I mean, granted, like, violent crime will get bumped up to Superior if it warrants it, but Superior Court's not hearing a lot of cases.
No.
District Court's the bread and butter. That's the moneymaker. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Superior, if you work at the courthouse, Superior is where you want to be.
Yeah.
They deal with some heavy shit, but their caseload is not nearly as overwhelming.
Yeah. Those clerks are nice.
They are. It's a whole different world.
They
I used to have to
to
deal with both sides almost every day.
They got nothing to prove, you know?
Yep.
They're not advancing any higher than that. Oh, shit. This is news, I think, for a Worcester outlet. There was a press release about it. Zachary Hillman, the judge that handled the Hexia Edge. I always do that, dude. The way that I say things in my head when I spell them. Like Wednesday. I'll say Wednesday out loud, especially if it's really hot out like this. Haggai and spring trial. Zachary Hillman. Promoted to appeals court.
Oh.
And I tell it as an active appeal. That's kind of, I don't know how that works.
I don't either, to be honest with you. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I haven't checked in with her about it. But Zachary Hillman got the big up from the governor herself, our Democrat governor herself. God, she sucks so bad.
Yep, and
You
she's
see-
going to be governor again.
Oh, easily. The Republican Party's running a penis. Like, the guy he's the most penis-looking gentleman I've ever seen.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot going for him. I guess maybe that could be a thing that's going for him, depending on how you look at it. I don't think it's a positive attribute, but
No.
it takes all
I
kinds.
can't even remember his name, but I feel like I read that he's like in the MAGA.
Oh
faction.
yeah, very much. No, he is a.
Like where have all the Charlie Bakers gone? Oh right, they're just Maura Healey. Where have all the Charlie Bakers gone? Oh yeah, to the Democratic Party. Yeah, it occurred to me writing up the thing on the sheriff that Lou Evangelitis would probably win governor in like a fucking heartbeat if he wanted to.
Oh, absolutely.
And it speaks to the cushiness of the gig he's got going that he hasn't tried, right?
Yeah. I know you talked a little bit about this in your piece, which maybe we should talk about. But I think Lou would be a very attractive candidate for governor. He kind of falls right in the right spot of that spectrum. He's super tall, which seems to work in politics. It's like, politics, basketball.
Yeah.
If you're a super tall guy. Lou was at the thing, the Gordon Hargrove street dedication, and I spotted him immediately because he's like a foot taller than everyone else.
Yeah.
But
that's why he's the sheriff.
That's why he's the sheriff.
They
get the tallest guy.
Yeah, in the basement of the Worcester club, they all get in their masks and macabre candelabras and such that they wear on their head, and then they sort of make a circle around the tallest guy, put like a big cowboy hat on.
Yeah, everybody drinks a little blood.
Yeah, everybody. And then Eric Batista eats the cookie, becomes city manager. The worst job in the crony, in amongst real cronies, the least desirable job, I feel.
Yeah, no, absolutely. City manager is effectively actually our mayor, which means that like every city, there is a figurehead representative whose job it is to be yelled at. That is Eric Batista's job. Eric Batista's job is to get yelled at for doing the bidding of the people that should actually get yelled at. And, the next time you're thinking about shaking your fist at him, just remember, when he's at the Worcester Club, he has to eat the cookie.
Right. Yeah. And Joe Petty picked him. Joe Petty tells him what to do. And it's his fault. And he's not really that nice of a guy. I'm fucking sick of that shit. I'm sick of dealing with that shit. No one knows what the mayor does. So the mayor gets to do all of this fucking shit behind the scenes. He just picks Eric Batista. He's like, yeah, just do what I say. All right. Gary Rosen uttered, "The rent is too damn high." That's how he started his comments on Tuesday. And I was like, let's fucking go, Gary. And then he said, "That's why I'm against rent control." And I was like, fuck you, Gary. You always fucking do this to me, you piece of shit. And then he says, "But maybe I think that we should consider a proposal that maybe like the government directly builds housing." And I was like, Gary, I'm back. I'm back, dude. You're giving me emotional
roller coaster ride.
You're giving me emotional whiplash. He was like, we can't handcuff our developers, but I think we should try to do government-funded affordable housing projects, which would necessarily handcuff private developers way harder than rent control would. But I don't think Gary is able to think that many economic steps ahead.
No, that tracks. He's kind of a spread shot kind of guy. He's the bird shot in the shotgun kind of politician. And it has its appeals, but I don't know. Lately, outside of buses, and he's been kind of cool on like safe injection, I think.
Yeah, he has his little. He's not afraid to, like, step out and like not. What's the word? Nominatively. He's not afraid to say he supports something good, which is like every other crank is like so sensitive to being hit with the activist label that they're never even gonna say anything like that. He'll say it, which is cool. At the end of the day, he probably doesn't mean it, but it's better. It's better than freaking Mo Bergman. Lawyers cramp.
Yeah, and I mean, there are places that no counselor who doesn't want to be drummed out of the establishment, and by the establishment I mean literally out of city council. There are no-go places that I don't think Gary's going to go, but Gary, by virtue of what he is and who he is, can also get away with some of that stuff. And I'm always happy when he does. And it's not going to happen anyway, but at least someone there is saying it. I saw a new version of Worcester affordable housing hell yesterday in a place I didn't expect to find it.
The Phoenix?
The Phoenix. Does the Phoenix still exist?
No,
I don't think so.
No. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I'll get to that later.
So, yeah, no, I get Zillow updates and I look at them every once in a while, and I saw one for this condo on Elm Street. Elm Street has in the section just above Main has these incredible. There's like this row of like brownstones.
Four brownstones.
Yeah, I looked at a unit in one of those brownstones years ago. It wasn't quite the right configuration for a couple. I'll put it, it would be a great single person place. But anyway, they're really, really cool. They're condos, so they're not rentals. You buy it, you own it. So there is a new 22 unit, brand new building. I think it's actually two buildings kind of stuck together. Someone told me it was the original Rob Roy. And so, I looked at it. It's just condo, $283,000.
Yikes.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths, I think.
Okay.
I was like, wow, it's a nice place, brand new. They've got like central commodities like like a gym and an elevator and kind of stuff that you get in one of these quote luxury apartment buildings.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a pretty sweet deal. And I look, and it's income restricted. The whole building is one of these rare projects that we get where there's an income restriction of, I believe, 80% of AGI.
AMI, yeah.
AMI, thank you. And so I was like, well, that's cool too. I'm priced out, or I make more than that amount of money. And then I started like thinking about it and doing a little bit of math and realizing that anyone who is below the income cap would be really kind of financially struggling to actually be able to keep the place.
Right, and who's going to write them a loan, right, to take out? Because you have to do that for a condo unless you have cash.
Yeah, and by the way, you can't have cash because there is an asset cap of $150,000. So you can't have more than $150,000 in assets.
I have never heard of that part of the 80% AMI thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just this building or what it is, but so I was looking at it for a 2-person household, the cap was $84,000. So you can't buy it outright in cash because you can't qualify if you have that much cash. And a loan on $285,000 at the current percentage, plus an HOA fee of $320 a month, I think, would be right around 50% of your entire income at the top if you were just below the cap. So yeah, it was interesting. It was kind of the outcome, the inevitable outcome that I hadn't thought of.
Right.
From these sorts of programs where it seems like even when we can occasionally get an affordable housing project built where you have the opportunity not only to have affordable housing but to own it, we still hate you so much that we want you to like really be scraping by for 30 years to be able to make it. Like half of your income for housing is an unhealthy number by all standards that we have for housing.
Yeah, it's well. They would. Your Peter Duns would call that extremely severely cost burdened.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost like there's no market solution to a market problem.
Yeah.
It's almost like that. The AMI stuff, I feel like people really, and it's like me and you can talk about it because we think about these things. But
because we're losers.
Because we're losers. Which I was trying to say nicely, but Chris, I guess you just went right for the fucking jugular, and that's fine.
It's fine. I'm a loser too.
As soon as you say something like AMI, or if you try to unabbreviate it, even worse, you're losing everyone. You're losing everyone because like it just automatically starts to mean kind of nothing, and people are right to have that reaction because. It was like laid out really well. Kudos to the Worcester Regional Research Bureau for doing the difficult and extremely loser-coded work of figuring out Worcester's AMI versus the AMI of the Worcester metropolitan area. The Worcester metropolitan area is the most fucking king of the hill, pencil neck bureaucrat like concoction I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I mean, I don't know specifically its boundaries.
It's fucking, or no, actually, I don't know this for certain because there was a whole fight we were having on that. Not a fight. It was like me and Brendan were disagreeing on what the actual boundaries of the metropolitan area are because apparently they have changed recently. But the one we've been working with for a long time is like Holden, Princeton, down 290 to 390 to the northern Connecticut towns around Thompson.
Okay.
That is our metropolitan area. Worcester's annual median income is organically 82% of the metropolitan area's AMI. So that means that when something is restricted to 80%, it's not restricted to 80% of Worcester's average earner. It's 2% less than Worcester's average earner.
Yeah.
And that's they never do 60, you know? 60, it starts to make a little sense.
Right.
But they don't do that. They just pay into the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, where something happens eventually, maybe.
There's some money somewhere, theoretically, that someone could do something with.
Yeah, for like Webster 5 or something. I don't know.
I have a feeling that might be one of the possible beneficiaries. Yeah, that's very interesting because
Trinity
Worcester
Financial.
has almost nothing in common in any conceivable way with places like Douglas and Oxford and, that strip going down towards Connecticut.
Yeah, just like some of the same white families.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, some people from here have relocated there.
Yeah.
There is very, very little in common.
It doesn't make sense.
No, not at all.
And you know what it is? Maybe is that like the fucking the pencil pushers at the housing and urban development are like, well, this city really doesn't have a metropolitan area. Like every other city has a metropolitan area, but this one just kind of like ends within city limits. And they're like, well, fucking, I don't know, just try it. Just throw a couple more towns in.
Just lasso that little bit at the bottom. It's interesting to think about metro area gerrymandering. It's not something I'd ever considered before.
Yeah.
We certainly have a lot more in common with if you were to draw the area up towards like Fitchburg, Leominster, than we do with the area below us. I mean, you have Southbridge and nothing.
Right. And there's no like it's not a county formation. There's no reason why a metropolitan area has to be like roughly the size of a county. Like if it's all like it's all land-based anyway in terms of housing. So you could do it by freaking zip code. You could do it by census tract. It doesn't change anything. So it really is gerrymandering. It's almost like someone from the development community like has a hand in crafting the obscure machinations of the federal offices for determining housing policy. That would be really crazy based on everything else happening. Like the lumber executive that's now ahead of the urban forestry.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? I'm not going to remember his name. Core Civic guy who just went to DHS.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either.
That's an obscure
They're turning
guy.
over every few weeks.
That's
over
an
there. I can't keep
that's an
up,
obscure
but
guy. But it's very yeah. You imagine that there's something going on with that. But
The corporate capture of government at all levels at this point is something that is genuinely hard to think about, because I don't think there is a non-revolutionary solution to it.
Yeah.
But it has accelerated so quickly that, as someone who I think keeps my eye on it more than most people, you also probably being someone like that,
Yeah.
It's really breathtaking to even try to like wrap your head around.
It's some real Christmas adventurer bullshit.
Yeah.
I read that. I read that book we talked about last episode, I'm remembering, but I watched the movie again last night, and oh my god, it's just such a beautiful script. The way that he plays with the motifs and updates them. But yeah, I mean, the shareholder revolution is something that I've read a lot about, to do that smiley face story, and it was very carefully laid, very well laid, and executed very quietly, while the public was bread and circused so hard. we have been getting bread and circused, like by the national equivalents of the cookie eater. Like, all right, Bill, go out there and get a blowjob, and that's all politics is going to be from 1993 to 2001. You know.
Yeah, it's very interesting to. There's a lot happening in politics right now, where in certain ways, in certain very small ways, populism politics is breaking containment. I would say it's doing so much more in much bigger ways on the right. But on the quote-unquote left, or I mean, I would say, not even so much on the left, but within the Democratic Party, Graham Plattner is the example I'm thinking of right now. And I don't want to get into a whole thing about Graham Plattner. We don't get to vote for him. He's in Maine. But there are these small places where the Guard that has released multiple articles a day for I think more than a week now, trying to influence a primary in which they were completely unsuccessful moving the dial at all. Trying to build this case. What's very interesting to me, and the reason I bring it up, is because those people, the people who are doing that to a person, I think would view the halcyon days being the Clinton era. And then with a break for Bush, the Obama era, the exact moment in time where this was being done to us, between NAFTA and the bailouts of 2006 or 7, whatever that was. That's when a lot of this stuff happened.
When I actually learned about NAFTA in college, I was like, why is this not discussed as like one of the like great crimes against the American public? like why have I never? I had to take a class on globalization, like an anthropology class, to have it put in terms that made sense. Other than that, the only thing I'd heard up until that point was just like, yeah, trade is good. Trade flowing faster is great.
We want the trade to be free.
We want the trade to be free. Yeah. They the free market fundamentalists have won. H. Lad Plumley, the GOAT, Worcester's own dude, reading his speeches. I gotta do a whole book on that dude, like a hostile biography of H. Lad Plumley. He was like straight out of fucking the Chicago school, and like planting all of those seeds to just like destroy working class solidarity via personal responsibility and consumerism. He was fucking right on that.
Yeah.
He was like, life insurance is like a very interesting way to go about doing it, but it's like they, as part of their business model, to be able to write people better deals for them, would like they invented risk assessments on human beings, and then invented a raft of social programs to help people be like healthier, to sort of like do this like reverse like laundering of the fact that they'd pried open a new market.
Get the government to subsidize making people healthier so that you can be more profitable on life insurance. It's
you can charge unhealthy people more.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those fucks are going to be unhealthy because humans are little piggies.
Yeah, we're just gross little piggies at the end of the day.
Yeah, and then we just get shamed.
It was
That's what going to the doctor is, basically.
Pretty much.
You're just getting shamed by an insurance company.
Yeah. Yep. Shamed by insurance company, or just having your life run and ruined by them, and paying them $10+ thousands of dollars a year for the privilege. Mentioning the Chicago school reminded me of the early week Chapo for this week, which I believe is the free episode, so that anyone could theoretically listen to it. Yes.
I was listening to that earlier this morning. That's probably why I even said Chicago school.
Yeah.
Kate Wagner's fucking awesome.
Kate Wagner is
one
awesome.
of the best writers out there right now, for sure.
So they take an architectural and socio-political sort of look at the new Obama Presidential Library, or what people are calling the Obamalisk, which is definitely what you want people calling your thing. It looks like a gravestone. But she made the very astute point that from the Obamalisk, you can see the University of Chicago and vice versa, and that it essentially is, you have the ability within your focal point from either place to see the birthplace of neoliberalism and the gravestone of neoliberalism.
Wow,
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you can see it's one weirdest trick yet. What? Like just laying down the template for reform and popular messaging to be de facto fake, right? Like we expect every Democratic politician to sort of operate like Obama, like run on hope and change, and then neatly slide themselves into the apparatus without changing it much, and then they just kind of disappear, and they get total deals with Netflix.
Yeah. Yep. No, the aesthetics, better aesthetics to the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, and still, your average person, it was so successful. Like Obama was so successful in pulling off that really, really insidious thing, because, I mean, you'd have to get to fucking sick little book reading freaks like us to find anyone who wanted the hope and change in the first place, who will now not look back fondly on that man, right?
Yeah.
Like you're dealing with like 10% of any conceivable electorate max, right? Yeah. Everyone else thinks it's fine. Like he tried.
Yep. Yeah, just couldn't get it done with both houses of Congress, a supermajority in the Senate. Just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, couldn't get it done because it's a big ship. It takes a long time to steer. Couldn't you had the public option making you FDR2, right there. And what was it like? It's crazy. It was like month 6 of 2008. The public whatever it was, the public option was right there, and he was just like, nah, I don't. Rahm Emanuel says it's a bad idea.
Yeah. Rahm Emanuel says I can't. Joe Lieberman says I can't.
Yeah, that's great. You got it right there. Like that's like definitely the moment. Like looking back on it, where it's like, okay, he was always the enemy.
Yep. If you want to talk about hinge points, that is certainly one of them.
Like imagine he does the public option. We're freaking taking a high-speed train from Rutland to Kelly Square.
Absolutely.
We could have had that. Yep. Yeah. But no, now we're just like this. But we have a nice little garden here. The sun's still shining.
Yeah. I'm glad you finally made it up here. This is kind of one of my little happy places in the world. I come up and I do my gardening, and there's as you can see, we've been here a little bit. People kind of pop in and out, check on their stuff.
It's really nice.
And we're just in the middle of a park. All you can see in every direction is grass and trees, and
Green Hill Park really is a breathtakingly beautiful public park.
It is a treasure that has managed to remain so in spite of the fact that we run a for-profit municipal golf course on a substantial portion of it.
And also, like, if you really think about it, like the nicest portion of it.
Yeah.
Like where the hill gently cascades down into the water.
Yep.
Like pretty much like when you're talking like park geography, that's like the number one thing you want in a big public park.
Yeah.
A nice gentle hill rolling into a deep little pond, and that's where they put the golf course.
Of course.
I'd be curious to know when they did that.
I don't exactly know, I don't remember. I did a little research into it, so it was funny that you brought it up because...
Is it a Tim Murray idea or a Gordon Levy idea? Jordan Levy.
Jordan. I would guess that it predates Tim, I'm pretty sure. But I don't remember exactly how far back. I do know that there was a lot of controversy about it at the time because this park was given to the city by a family who owned all of this land and donated it to the city for this purpose with the stipulation that all of it remain a public park.
They stipulated that.
Yes.
And so we just broke that.
We just waited for them all to die and then built a golf course.
We said it was going to be public, kind of like the ballpark.
Yeah, kind of a lot like that. Except at least that wasn't land that was philanthropically acquired. It's land that we, in many cases, overpaid for, so that we could just have it. But
we paid Wyman Gordon, right?
For a lot of it, yep. And then other property owners that were on some of the backside or out towards the Commerce Bank Park. Which used to be a municipal parking lot, by the way. It was a city parking lot where you could have affordable monthly parking, or you could just park for free on the DL to go to the bars at night. Yeah, it really, really helped the nightlife in that area a lot. But it's whatever. At least we're going to learn from our mistakes. We definitely are. You know what would be funny? I got to when I go home and do a little archive search. See if they use the line that it would pay for itself for the golf course. I would. It's going to usher in a renaissance, and believe me, it'll pay for itself. I would love to know. But yeah, no. I mean, if you want to know, almost certainly why it is a municipal golf course and why we didn't just outright sell the land to a private golf course developer, it was, I believe, to keep it public, split the baby, and to technically keep it as public city land. Yeah, to make a bad faith argument that it's public. Yeah.
What? It's a public agency that's running it.
That said, the rest of the park is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the golf course is beautiful. It's just a fucking golf course, and I don't golf.
Yeah,
so.
you can't walk around on that thing.
Yeah.
It's frowned upon, I know. That's how I got over here.
Yeah, Bill got a little lost on his way in.
Yeah, I figured, like, okay, well, I see the garden, and there's, like, a path that has golf carts on it, so I just drove my car, which is, like, not that much bigger than a golf cart, and it's, like, a really big deal all of a sudden. There's, like, a bolo out for me. I'm kind of nervous to drive home.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I mean, you got it stuck in the sand trap, but you got it out.
I got it out.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to get any help.
What's the big deal?
Yeah. Well, it's the first time getting your car stuck in a sand trap? That's what I said to the guys who were looking at me funny.
Yeah, you haven't lived until you've done that.
You haven't lived till you've done donuts on the wood.
Look, so we got a little bunny over here.
Oh, we do. That's a spring chicken right there.
Yeah, that's a real little bunny.
That's a new little bunny. Hopefully you don't see any coyotes in here, otherwise Mo Bergman's gonna get the place shut down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Never been a guy more scared of coyotes than that guy.
I know.
Remember when he made the city make a Google map of all the coyote sightings?
Yes, I do.
We should look at that to bring it full circle.
Man, I really forgot about this, and this is a way that I could have tortured Mo recently. A missed opportunity, although it may re-arise. Here is a little bit of Worcester news that you are only going to hear here. Actually, that's not true. I think it was in the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, disregard. But I'll tell you a little more information than maybe I think was in the paper. There was a report on the police scanner about a week and a half ago that there was a snow leopard that had broken loose from the ecotarium.
Fuck.
Wasn't
Could have been my whole day.
It was about to be mine. I heard it, and anyone who's ever grown up in a household with a scanner, I still have one. That's part of why it's honestly a comfort to me. We always had one. I can tune in and out of that thing. I can be completely disregarding it, and then hear the right tone or the right words. And I heard that, and those were the right words to get my attention.
Yeah.
I have contacts at the ecotarium, so I started texting them immediately and saying, "Hey, they're saying there's a snow leopard.
Snow leopard, confirm or deny.
That may have escaped containment.
Blink twice if the snow leopard is really on the loose."
Unfortunately, the contact that I reached out to was homesick. But long story shorter, it turned out it was not a snow leopard. Not only was it not a snow leopard that had broken out from the ecotarium does not have snow leopards. It was someone
didn't even think to ask.
using their extremely powerful imagination, who saw an ill coyote with mange in a park nearby the ecotarium.
All right, so I'm mad at myself for taking it for granted, like being gullible enough to think that the Worcester Ecotarium would have a snow leopard.
I didn't think to ask.
That's like, come to think of it, isn't that that's one of the rarest big cats in the whole world?
Yeah, and I don't know that they would do super well in our summer climate, but I mean, I don't what do I know, man?
Yeah. Yeah, we complain about the snow. It only snows for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It'd be like the snow leopard would have 2 really good months and 10 bad ones, and we wouldn't want to do that to the snow leopard.
Dude, first season of Planet Earth was first time I saw the episode about or with the snow leopard in it. Was also the first time that I did a gravity bong out of a Poland Spring water bottle.
Ooh.
I was 16 or 17.
That's the time that you do gravity bongs out of a Poland Springs water bottle. Ask me how I know.
It was a transformative and transcendent experience. And look at me now. I having bloggers cramp all up and down these fair hills, these fair green hills.
Yeah, that was such a big deal at the time. When Planet Earth came out, it was right around when HD started to be a thing.
Yeah.
Television technology and camera technology converged at this beautiful moment. I knew more than one person that bought a new TV because the Planet Earth box set came out.
Dude, it really was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's that's the kind of thing where your brain just can't hang on to like the advances in technology on that. It's like when you go back to play like an old video game, and you remember how much better and different it looked when you were playing it.
Yeah.
Like you can't like picture it, but like it was a great leap forward for mankind. It must have been like what, 2008 or 9?
Yeah, it was right around there.
Yeah.
I remember where I lived, so it would have been pre 2011 based on the apartment that I was in. So yeah, it was like 2008, I think.
Yeah, I was at a friend's house who's like in the new construction part of town, if you feel me, and he had fucking sectional with the big TV, which at the time was probably like 60 inches, which is like not really a big TV anymore, but at that time, dude. I thought I was there, you know.
Boy, that and some pre-legalization mids and a Poland Springs water bottle bong.
Yeah, goldfish. I remember, just like all over my chest.
Oh yeah,
going like this.
You know what's really great about the water bottle bongs is you would I don't know how you did it. I would cut a hole in the plastic cap and put some tinfoil in. That was the little bowl for your marijuana to go in. And
we all stole the specific size drill bit that worked.
You were
parents.
doing better. You were doing better than I was. I did have a really cool bong after that. I'll tell you about briefly in a second. But I remember one night going real crazy on the gravity bongs. I was an adult, but I mean I was an adult by technicality. I was an adult in no other way. I think I was like 19, and we were having a big gravity bong night, and I started to feel really sick, and I actually kind of like got the barfs, and we realized after it was because we'd been using it a little too much, and the plastic in the cap was melting, so we were smoking mids and also plastic.
You're the only people who are going to survive the microplastic pandemic.
I was an early adopter, man. I was getting my microplastics on.
You're inoculated.
Yes.
Yeah. When the rest of us are sinking in the ocean, you'll be floating like a barge, like a row barge.
Absolutely. Yeah. We also had it wound up living at my apartment because I was one of the first people to have one. But we had a bong that we built entirely out of supplies that were stolen from a high school science lab that we named Eloise after the teacher whose supplies we pilfered, or they pilfered. I was out of high school.
My sweet, sweet Eloise. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome. I saw a kid snort a line of Miracle Grow.
Really?
I didn't like that.
I think
he's still alive, but if he wasn't, I wouldn't be surprised.
Why did he do that?
To like be that guy who does that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a pixie stick once when I was a kid. I think the dumbest thing I ever did like that was around that same age, say 19, 20. I was told correctly, this is a valid fact, that if you eat a bunch of morning glory seeds, you can see fractals.
Yeah.
So we headed straight off to the garden center and purchased some morning glory seeds and ate them, not realizing that commercial seeds are covered in pesticides. Oh. That was another time I was very, very sick and also seeing fractals, which is not how you want to be. That's not the state you want to be. You want to be doing one of those things, not both.
Yeah, definitely not. All right. Enough. We have to limit our scumbag talk at the end of the episode.
That's true.
Because we'll just keep going all day. I was about to tell about be like any 19-year-old listening. It's the 5/8 drill bit with the hollow center. Take that from your dad. I don't know if my dad listens to this podcast, but if he does, it would be so funny if he's like, motherfucker,
that's where my goddamn drill bit went.
Drill bit went.
That thing was always covered in plastic. Yeah.
Oh man.
I have a really good one, but I'm gonna save it.
Save the really good one. You got
I'm
one?
gonna save the really good one about this freaky ass prototype car that was built in Worcester in the 50s.
Let's go long on that. I feel like, and let's save that for like a whole episode.
Yeah, we're gonna want the time for that one. So just two little tidbits. The first one is, oh shit! All right, I don't have internet here.
Oh, hold on, dude.
I could hotspot, I guess.
I got you. I'm all about the hotspot. I'm on the porch, dude. I'm starting to get slow. I just throw that hotspot on. So it'll be.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna have to tell you the password and then remember to edit it out.
That's okay. I can do mine. It's easy.
Okay.
But I'm very impressed that you have one.
What password?
No.
Oh, hotspot.
I'm not really, but I was trying to make you feel better.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
So, saw this on Facebook. Rarely do I find something on Facebook worth bringing up, but this definitely met the standard. I have entitled this, Is There a Child Care Center Opening Up in the Old Riviera Strip Club? And it appears that is an open question. Bill,
It's an open question?
yeah, it appears to be maybe even a settled question. This is the Old Riviera Strip Club on, what is that, Southbridge Street?
Yeah, right across from the old fire station.
Yeah, and here is a sign for Club Tiger Childcare, and here is another one. I looked into Club Tiger Childcare a little bit. It is a real thing. They have them out in the Springfield area. It is run by a guy who goes by Dr. Lee, who I think is also a karate teacher.
So sick.
And yeah, we'll see. We may have a strip club that is being converted into a child care center.
It'd be nice if they did shared duties on that. Like at a certain time, it converts over.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be the most efficient use of the commercial space. Obviously, I'm really hoping that they leave the stripper poles in.
Yeah, because then kids can learn how to do fireman poles, and they can be inspired by the guys right across the street.
I have heard that pole dancing is incredible exercise and cardio. So I think there's a lot of opportunities there. I just thought that was very funny. I have not driven by there to confirm these signs are there, but my quick sniff test they did not look like they were AI'd.
Yeah, I was actually a professional pole dancer until I fell doing a really complicated move and broke my neck, and then I had to get a pet monkey to help me around the house.
Oh yeah, helper monkey.
And the monkey and my wife were getting into spats over my love and the jealousy that I was causing between them. And then in the last episode, Dr. Watson smokes a cigarette, and it's the best thing ever.
Righteous Gemstones fans out there, that one's for you.
That one's for you. Spoiler alert, if you're just starting it. You know what this could be? We can't discount it. Is like when they will name a strip club something like The Office,
which is what this strip club used to be called. It was most famously the Riviera,
no, shit. I wasn't even
but it
trying.
was briefly The Office before permanently closing.
I totally forgot about this. Is where I got the idea.
Yes.
So imagine it's the same guy who did that, and he's like, yeah, just going to the office. But now he's like, yeah, I'm just going to pick up the kids at daycare. See, it's not as good.
No, it kind of walks a line of it's not as good as it maybe raises some more red flags than going to the office when you're super horned up and you're going to the Tiger Child Care Center.
Right. But I will say that the way we can get to the bottom of this, besides the obvious things you can do like license commission agendas, is we need to figure out if the owner is a J6er. Because if the owner is a J6er, then he absolutely is naming his strip club after a child. Yes.
That's very true. Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I will say, I did check the Google reviews for the Springfield area locations, and they seem to be highly regarded. So, if they turn the strip club into a child care center, it at least seems like it might be a good one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I love it. I think that's great. We need more child care centers. Maybe not next to the most hostile 3-lane little stretch of driving in the city. One of our insane inner city road 3-lane highways is right there.
Yeah, 3 lanes, like
Gold Star Boulevard is
yeah. Three lanes, like a 2-foot patch of dirt in between them, and then like 4 more lanes. But the fire station is right there, so help will be able to be rendered quickly.
So if your kid does get hit, they will get aid rendered very fast. Oh, speaking of that fire station in particular, I got an update from John Keogh today, and this is what we should go out on because we're going long here. But a couple episodes ago, we had esteemed local filmmaker John Keogh on the program, and he gave us what ended up being an overly ambitious world premiere date, which has since come and passed by like a month and a half. But there's a new date now, and this one is solid. This one is absolutely the date that it's going to be. Burning Down the House, world premiere, Thursday, August 6th, at the Hanover Theater and Conservatory.
One of those.
What's a conservancy?
I don't fucking know. Is that when you can't make your own decisions and someone has to do it for you?
The Hanover Theater Conservancy and Sanitarium. Another beautiful part of Green Hill Park. It's the spooky old state hospital that's right there. We gotta take a walk over there sometime.
Yeah, and when
do some archaeology.
in
One
cool
flew
episodes
into the cuckoo's nest.
Yes.
How about that's what we're calling it? One
Absolutely.
flew into the cuckoo's nest.
In cool episodes that didn't happen, at least not yet, there was a moment in time where we were maybe going to record with Matt Shearer, and we were maybe going to do it up here, and I really wanted to take you guys out to the stone walls out in the woods out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are these incredible stone walls, if people haven't seen them, these like beautifully built, long stretching stone walls. They run through the middle of the woods. They're not old farm borders like a lot of our stone walls in the middle of the woods. They were built by a patient at the Worcester State Hospital whose day therapy for decades was to just go out and build stone walls.
Oh, no shit. I didn't.
Property.
That's why they're like meticulous.
It's why they're meticulous. It's why they do weird things like run into like ravines and stuff where stone walls don't make any sense. It was yeah.
That's really neat.
There is some documentation on it, but anyway,
we need to save that for.
There'll be plenty there.
I feel like we could definitely get. I'll re-up that conversation, but
let's get out of here. All right.
One more thing.
No, it's same thing.
Okay.
So tickets are now, as of today, tickets are live on the Hanover Theater and Conservancy and Sanitarium's website. I put a link in the repository bill. It's right at the top, so you can find it there. Mm-hmm. And there's also a link to the episode that we did with John, which was episode 59. On that note, this is episode, I don't remember, 68?
67?
67 or 68?
Yeah.
It is Friday, June 12th.
Yeah.
And you've been listening to Outdoor Cats.
It's definitely 67. Friday, June 12th. We know that for sure. You've been listening to Outdoor Cats. Why am I fucking? I'm like lagging behind on you. It's like when one computer's really hot and the other one's not, and it's like
we're having actual real life latency.
We're having real life latency because my brain is melting. All right, talk to everybody soon.
Later.
Bye.
So I grew up hungry and I grew up hard. Took the streets and alleys for my own backyard. I got a breaking and enter on my list of crimes. Been before the judge one too many times. East Houston blues, scale of 1 to 10, about a 9.5. It's where it's always been. It's in the drinking water and in a bar ditch mud. East Houston blues. It's in the poor boy's blood. I learned to drink and drive when I was 12 years old. My Uncle Fireball started, rest his ragged soul. He run a 54 Ford up and down the drag, sipping early times straight from a paper bag. East Houston blues, picture Dowling Street and Navigation Boulevard, where the crossroads meet. 3 sheets in the wind, brick shy of a load. East Houston blues, down a nowhere road. $40 boots, big Bangora hat, stolen money from an inside job. Maybe think about that. I'm a third world child, my mother's only son, which means exactly nothing without a loaded gun. I don't believe in love, this I guarantee. If there's a God above, He's got it in for me. East Houston blues, what you want me to say? I need to find me a woman, keep the wolves at bay, keep my head on straight, maybe toe the line. East Houston blues ain't no friend of mine. So you understand that of which I speak. I'm a worried man on a losing streak.